Scorpio family, what is going on? Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Deborah. This is Purusha Intuitive. Welcome to the channel. We are doing your weekly reading. Whoop, whoop, Scorpio. Whoop, whoop. Thanks so much for dropping by. So this week we have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries. It's happening April 20th. Definitely check out the astrology around that if you're interested. New moons bring, solar eclipses bring a lot of change in our external environment, people, places, and things. So be really mindful. The Observer just popped out for you, Scorpio. So just watch, there's so much we can learn through watching, right? And just observing how people interact with situations, what they say, how things unfold. There's a lot of value in patience, I've been learning, right? I like to be busy, so patience isn't my strong suit. And then on the 21st, we go into Mercury retrograde. So if you've been kind of paying attention, we've been in the shadow period. I know my technology has been wonky. I'm just crossing my fingers. It won't be that way the whole month or so till May 14th, I believe. Okay, so Ascension. I really love this, Scorpio. So kind of tuning into these higher vibrational realms. You are a water sign. You tap into that energy of spirit, intuition, the finer feelings of life, etc., way more easily. And I feel like, whatever you've been doing has been allowing you to strengthen this part of yourself. Super powerful. I love that. Awesome. Transmute. Okay, sorry. The glare is a little intense. I love these cards. I think they're really beautiful, but my lighting for them is not so much. So this need to kind of, with this, kind of glow up expansion that you're experiencing, there's also this need to kind of temper the negative, right? We cannot control, dictate what happens around us. There's always going to be things that challenge us, things we don't like, people we don't like, things that get said, blah, 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 right? That's just the nature of the beast. It's learning how to transmute those energies, meaning we find ways to remain balanced, keep ourselves in line, whether that's taking big, deep breaths, or doing some pranayama, separating yourself for 10, 15 minutes, whatever it is for you. That's the joy of life, is figuring that out. That's really going to help. Yeah, I love this, Scorpio. It's helping you step into your power. There might be, again, this level of overwhelmment, letting things get the best of you, when really it's stepping out of those feelings, out of those emotions. Yes, they're valid, they're legit, acknowledge them. We need to. Emotions are our guide. 333 was on the clock when I pulled this up. So connection to your heart. And threes really signify where we, connect to nurture, support our community around us, when we're really working to build and grow an idea, relationship, whatever it is. But we have to be connected to our heart if we really want it to flourish. And the world is on the bottom. Boom shakalaka. The world is our abundance. It's that completion. It is the fulfillment. And that's kind of the point that you're trying to get to. It does look like you are really harnessing your power, which is so awesome. It's on the flip side, like I said, just not letting the BS get to you. And again, I know that's way easier said than done, especially being a water sign, because you can feel the intention behind things, But I think sometimes we have to be honest with ourselves, right? This principle of connecting with our heart, really getting in tune, understanding why things are being triggered, why we feel the need to act, react in a certain way, etc. Yeah, through that concept of meditation, quiet time, reflection. I love this card, empowering that third eye energy. Third eye really is our insight. It's our wisdom. It's kind of that higher knowing, right? And whether or not you care about the chakras is irrelevant. It still exists within you. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, so beautiful. New relationship, partnership, love, or love is on the mind. The Two of Cups often signifies new beginnings, right? So whether you've been with your person for a while or not, or you're thinking about reaching out to someone, you're a little hesitant. This Hermit energy, Virgo, rules the 6th house of health and wellness, really kind of staying balanced. Twos also signify that balance and harmony. So you're approaching it with steadiness. Yeah, 6 of Wands. You want to make sure that whatever path you choose, you come out on top, which I totally love, Scorpio. And I get it, right? Because there is this level, like we talked about, of empowering yourself. And it doesn't mean we have to judge the things we don't like per se, but we still have to figure out ways to handle them, because that really does kind of dictate our happiness in life. So there is some work at play for you. You could be dealing with career, job, your workplace, etc. Or this is just that level of needing to refine a little bit more. Okay, Father of Wands in reverse. I don't specifically read reversals, but on his negative side, he is very controlling and manipulative, and he likes to dictate how things go. He's arrogant. He thinks he knows everything, right? So you could be on the Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. You could be just kind of embodying that King of Wands energy, or maybe it's just something you're used to, right? Used to having the power, the control, being able to manipulate things in your favor. You know, no judgment on my end. We all do what we got to do to get by. And sometimes we're not cognizant of it. But this energy for you, Scorpio, does show you working on it, does show you trying to heal, grow, and evolve, which is powerful. That's what it's all about, you know. And hence this wanting to be really conscious and mindful about the way that you step. Sometimes, you know, especially if this is something from the past, or, you know, something that you're not sure if you should re-enter, reopen, etc. There is this need to kind of be conscious with that, right? So 5 of Cups being blocked for you. I mean, I think this is like not really wanting to look at, I mean, here's the thing. It's kind of this dichotomy, Scorpio, where I see you taking the steps to heal, to evolve, to do the work, better yourself in whatever way you're standing in your power a little bit more. And again, it comes from balance. It's not about you being a doormat, right? That's not appropriate either. We don't want that now, do we? But it's about managing our power in the right way, in the most powerful way, to be redundant. And when we don't look at the past, nothing's new under the sun, you know. Everything's been done before. And when we look at the past, we gain knowledge and information. But if you're not looking, if you're not seeing, then it's kind of, that's part of where your power is being blocked. Dealing with Mother of Swords, that's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, or just someone who's embodying that, like, oh, Queen and Queen. Yep. So there's partnership. You could be dealing with a couple, you know, 2 individuals. This could also be someone that you are in partnership with. Lots of like icky energy over here, guys. Like, this is pretty intense. I mean, no wonder you're kind of trying to control the situation, because you might be dealing with people who, I don't know, it's hard to read is what I'm hearing. you're not seeing any like emotion or feeling behind it, so you're not really sure how to gauge. It's bringing out the worst fears, the worst case scenarios. Or if you're dealing with someone that you know for a long time, a partner, something along those lines, doesn't have to be romantic specifically. There can be fear that it's just not gonna like go back to how it was before. This one's, yeah, 10 of Cups. So it's like avoiding or hiding the happiness, like hiding, not allowing it to come. Like, and that's kind of where we have to sometimes just get information about the situation, put our best foot forward, this, because there's something being blocked. Like, it's, judgment is a wake-up call. It's a reality check, right? It's when we get information that, whether or not how it makes us feel, it's still valuable for us to know how we want to move forward. And like I said, I understand that there's this element of sitting on it. You have your reasons, it makes sense on some level. You just also want to make sure it's not coming from a source that is holding you back. That's not allowing you to stand in your power. There is this element of, wait, I want to wait on it. I want to wait on it. Like, it's almost like I want to refine, but never really getting to it. There's always going to be a to-do. We all know about the to-do list, right? The never ending. So whether it's like, I got to get better, or I want to have A, B, and C in place, or whatever the laundry list is, recognizing that that's never going to stop. And that's why part of your power is about connecting with your heart. So you can be a little bit more confident and claiming what you want. Yeah, that new start, fresh love, very beautiful. Ace of Cups energy. Thy cup runneth over. Legit, it's love, it's pure potential, it's pure embodiment. But that's being blocked right now because of this waiting and not really wanting to see what's on the other side. And here is this Tower, so there's legitimate reason, like I was saying, Scorpio, I see that, I get it. There's legitimate reason why you're trying to hold off, because there is a change that's happening. And bringing that in, you're not really certain how things are going to fare, where they're going to head, where that change is headed, etc. But it's a start. I think that that's the bottom line. And, obviously these readings are for the week. So 7 days, anyone can handle that, right? But this is kind of talking about how, patience just popped out. The cards never lie. Okay. This is really talking about how, again, or maybe I didn't say this. I think erase. I don't know what the erase button. I think of like the rewind on the tape decks. That's where my mind is. My analog ways. Anywho, this is really talking about that need to just kind of let things fall apart. Waiting on it, sitting on it is actually not specifically helping it. It's actually just think of like a storm, right? It's letting the energy build and kind of grow and accrue. And when that happens, sometimes things can get a little bit more destructive, and that's not specifically what we want. I think that, for your spirit, I feel like this is about not being so controlled, concise, managing things in a way that is self-protected. Like I said, right? Like doing the work, but not looking at the reasoning behind it. That's a very superficial, topical way of approaching things. And we all do it because the work is painful. It makes us look, but it's 444 on the clock. We are guided. We are protected. Fours represent stability, our angels, ancestors, passed over loved ones, spirit guides, however you understand it. And I love that that unconditional love pops up at the same time, because we are loved. And even our fears, like, I think that's part of our power, is knowing that we are love and that we are worthy of love. And I know it's a little like Pollyanna, I know, but it's true. It is like really true. So there you go. Yeah, integrity. It's about stepping into that power of integrity. The person that you know that you are, aligning with that heart chakra, having that eagle eye perspective, and then operating out of that wisdom, out of that function. Easier said than done. And it is kind of like a higher path, right? But it also is kind of like breaking up the energy, allowing things to reset, recalibrate. Then you know how you get that transition forward. It might not be exactly what you want or anticipate, but this is also a lesson of integrity, doing the do, right? Saturn loves to make sure that we're doing the work always, Scorpio. Wah, wah. All right. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope that this helped navigate whatever you're transitioning through. Totally sending all the love and blessings, Scorpio. Big thumbs up if it resonated. Drop comments below. Let's build and grow the community. Lots of love. Thanks so much for tuning in.